this week, we watched history unfold as thousands of students across the country participated in a national school walkout. It lasted for about 17 minutes, all in honor of the 17 lives taken during a high school shooting last month in Parkland, Florida. The walkouts were also protests for stricter gun laws. One of the schools in our area that participated was Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Greenbelt, Maryland, also my alma mater. At least 1,000 students at that school left their classrooms for a protest around the track that ended with a rally in the school gym. And this is what
I feel as if enough is enough. There's been so many shootings going on, and I feel as if maybe this is the one that they can actually hear us, because we hear about them and they just get swept under the rug.
It hurts me because I don't know if I'm gonna be put in that situation. I have two sisters. I'm the only guy in my house. I live with my mom, and then I'm the one protecting them. But it hurts me that I can't really protect them in school.
Just so many passionate and outspoken students there. And joining us this morning is also one of them, Eve Matthews. She attends to Eleanor Roosevelt High School, also helped to organize the walkout at Eleanor Roosevelt there. And, you know, thank you so much for waking up to come in. I know it's early.
It's an honor to be here.
But I want to talk about this movement. You spoke so passionately. You were so well spoken and sharp when you addressed all of the students. There's about 3,000 students at that school. This movement, of course, just talking about school safety, wanting to raise awareness about mental health, and also push for stricter gun laws. Why is this movement so important to you?
School shootings are an epidemic that plagues my generation and hopefully not generations to come, and it's unacceptable. It's a lack on all of our parts at the fact that these become so common that you can hear about a school shooting in the news and it's not an entire shock. And we see this, I think, the last straw with Parkland before people realize that we just can't ignore it anymore. Once again, with Parkland, and we can't just sit by and hope that they take care of themselves. So I think it's our responsibility as students to look at one another and make sure that we're all good. Like I keep saying this time and time again, but it's becoming more and more true that as students we're all responsible for each other's well-being. And I think that helping each other out and, you know, noticing each other's off days or off weeks is important in stopping the ideas that lead to gun violence.
And that's what you all are doing. We saw you guys, you know, just looking out for each other. We just saw a video of you addressing at least 2,000 students in that school gym. Just taking us back to Wednesday, what were your thoughts when you saw just how many students poured out of their classrooms to participate in this walkout that you and several others organized?
It really, really warmed my heart. It definitely did, to see the outpour of students and the support and the great support that we all got from one another, which is, it really encapsulates the spirit of Rose, the helping one another out. And I have to hand it to administration, because they signed off on it. They were helping us, and they weren't. People want to assume that administration, you know, it's us and them, but no, we're fighting the same battle on the same side. So administration condoning this was really important.
And the school system too. Prince George's County, the school system also signed off on this and encouraged schools to participate. Of course, it was voluntary. You and some of your friends plan to attend the March for Our Lives. Again, 500,000 people are expected to come out.
Exactly.
Do you think that this will help make a difference with so many young people coming out now and just really making their voices heard? It seems like, you know, politicians are listening, but do you think that this in particular is going to make a difference?
I think the March for Our Lives is a step in the right direction, pun not intended, of course. And I think it's very important to raise awareness for gun control law reform. And I think it's very important that we as students have our voices heard and we come out in great numbers to show exactly how against we are doing nothing. The last thing we want to do is stay complacent. I think the March for Our Lives is a very great step in that direction.
All right, Eve, well, thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
We are certainly supporting all you young people, and just continue to speak out and just make your voices heard and exercise that First Amendment.
Of course.
All right.